TESS Pagination is a technique used in web development to improve the performance and user experience of websites by dividing large datasets into smaller, more manageable chunks. This guide will walk you through the concept of TESS Pagination, its benefits, and how it works. First, let's define what TESS Pagination is. TESS stands for Table Endless Scrolling and Search, which is a technique that allows users to scroll through large datasets without having to wait for the entire dataset to load. Instead, the data is loaded in chunks as the user scrolls down the page. The key concept behind TESS Pagination is to improve the user experience by reducing the amount of data that needs to be loaded at once. This is particularly useful for websites that have large datasets, such as e-commerce sites or social media platforms. So, how does TESS Pagination work? The process involves the following steps. First, the website loads a small chunk of data, typically a few dozen records. As the user scrolls down the page, the website loads the next chunk of data, and so on. This process continues until the user reaches the end of the dataset. One of the benefits of TESS Pagination is that it improves the performance of the website. By loading data in chunks, the website can reduce the amount of bandwidth and server resources required to load the data. This results in faster page loads and a better user experience. Another benefit of TESS Pagination is that it allows for more efficient searching and filtering of data. Because the data is loaded in chunks, the website can search and filter the data as it is loaded, rather than having to load the entire dataset at once. To implement TESS Pagination, developers can use a variety of techniques, including JavaScript libraries and server-side programming languages. One popular approach is to use a JavaScript library such as jQuery or React to handle the client-side logic, and a server-side language such as PHP or Python to handle the server-side logic. Best practices for implementing TESS Pagination include using a consistent chunk size, implementing efficient searching and filtering algorithms, and optimizing the website's performance for large datasets. By following these best practices, developers can create websites that provide a fast and seamless user experience, even with large datasets. In conclusion, TESS Pagination is a powerful technique for improving the performance and user experience of websites with large datasets. By dividing data into smaller chunks and loading it as the user scrolls down the page, websites can reduce bandwidth and server resources, improve search and filtering functionality, and provide a faster and more seamless user experience.